You ever feel like airports are just pure chaos? Well, it turns out they're not. They're actually these incredibly designed systems with their own set of rules. And the thing is, most of us are out there playing the game without even knowing the playbook. That all changes today.
I mean, that really says it all, doesn't it? From the second you pull up, it's like a clock starts ticking. It's a whole system built around these little hidden fees, psychological tricks, and crazy overpriced stuff, all designed to get you to spend your money and your time. It's subtle, yeah, but trust me, it is everywhere.
But, and this is the key, once you actually know the rules of the game, you stop being the target. Once you can see how it's all designed, you can start navigating it like a total pro. So in this explainer, we are pulling back the curtain and revealing the secrets that'll help you travel smarter, cheaper, and let's be honest, with way less stress. All right, let's get right into it. The whole airport game, it actually starts way before you even leave your house. It all comes down to your prep.
So, first up, your airport outfit. You gotta think of it as your own personal high speed uniform, right? The whole point is to just glide through security, not get all tangled up. So, yeah, that means slip on shoes, pants without a belt, but the real hack? It's the jacket with big pockets. Seriously. Instead of juggling all your stuff into those plastic bins, you just load up your jacket pockets, phone, wallet, passport, send the whole thing through the scanner, and grab it on the other side. Boom. So simple, so much faster. Okay, now here is a really powerful rule that airlines, well, they don't exactly shout it from the rooftops. It's the 24-hour rule. So let's say you book a flight, you're all set, and then an hour later, you find a keeper. Ugh, but you're not stuck. This rule is basically your safety net. It lets you lock in that first fare, but gives you 24 hours to cancel without a penalty if you find something better. The one thing to remember, though, is that you have to book directly with the airline. It doesn't always work with those third-party travel sites. All right, so you're all packed and ready to go. Now we're at the airport itself. Let's talk about how to get from the curb to the gate and get past those first few hurdles that are, you guessed it, designed to slow you down and cost you cash. Okay, have you ever landed, opened your rideshare app, and noticed the price to get home is way more than it was to get to the airport? Well, you're not going crazy. It's a real thing. Airports add on these pickup surcharges that get passed right on to you. At a place like Boston Logan, that's an extra $3 and a quarter right there. It's pretty much a hidden tax just for the convenience of being picked up. But guess what? You don't have to pay it. There are ways to outsmart this fee. The simplest way is to just walk a little bit. Get just off the official airport property before you call your car. Or if you want a real pro-level move, hop on one of those free hotel shuttles. Just ride it one stop away from the terminal and then order your ride. No surcharge, and you'll probably skip a bunch of traffic too. And here's another trick that is so simple, it's kind of brilliant. If you pull up to the airport and the departures level is just a complete parking lot, a sea of brake lights, tell your driver to drop you at arrivals instead. It's usually way quieter. You just hop out, take the escalator up one floor, and you've skipped all that chaos. And yeah, it works the other way around too for pickups. Just go where the traffic isn't. This one sounds almost too simple to be true, but there's actual psychology behind it. When you get to security, go all the way to the left. Why? Because most people are right-handed, and when we're faced with a choice, we just naturally drift to the right. It's an instinct. That means those lines on the far left, they're often shorter and faster. It's a tiny change that can save you a whole lot of time. Okay, you've made it through security. Now you're in the terminal. And you have to understand, the terminal is basically just a giant, really well-designed machine built for one purpose: to get you to open your wallet while you're waiting for your flight. Let's break down how they do it. Think about this. Have you ever noticed that the comfiest chairs, the ones with the best view or the charging ports, are always right in front of some expensive store or a cafe? Yeah, that is definitely not an accident. It's a strategy, and it actually has a name: revenue seating. The whole idea is to put you right in the path of temptation while you're just sitting there waiting. And wow, those temptations are expensive. I mean, once you are past security, you are officially a captive audience. They know it, and that's why something as basic as a bottle of water can suddenly cost 3 times what it should. And $7 for water? That's not some crazy exaggeration. At a lot of airports, that's just the normal price. But here's how you beat that system every single time. It's the empty bottle trip. The TSA has no problem with you bringing an empty water bottle through security. So just pack a reusable one in your carry-on, and as soon as you're through, find a water fountain or a refill station. Boom. Free water, you stay hydrated, and you don't pay that insane markup. And get this, airports are actually full of some amazing free things that they don't really bother to advertise. And why would they? I mean, if you're off in a yoga room or watching a free movie, you're not out there spending money in the shops, right? But these things exist. You just have to know to look for them. We're talking places to totally de-stress and chill out without spending a single penny.
Okay, it's time to talk about the final boss, the airlines themselves. And this is where the secrets get really, really interesting. We're talking about things that affect not just your wallet, but your whole perception of time.
You ever get to the gate and the agent is just super strict about the size of your carry-on? Well, there might be a reason for that. Sometimes there's a direct financial incentive. For example, a spokesperson for Frontier Airlines actually admitted that their gate agents get a $10 commission for every single bag they force a passenger to check at the gate. So yeah, the carry-on crackdown is a very real thing.
What about that awesome feeling when your flight arrives early? Well, you might have just been part of a clever little trick. It's called padded flight times. Airlines will routinely add extra time, like 15, 20, 30 minutes, into the official flight schedule. That way, even if they're a little delayed taking off, they can still land on time and keep their performance stats looking great. And speaking of delays, the first announcement you hear from the gate agent, you should probably take it with a grain of salt. It's often just a tactic. They'll announce a short 15-minute delay, even if they know it's going to be much longer, because it keeps everyone from wandering off. They just keep rolling out the delay in these little chunks to manage the crowd and keep people from getting too upset too quickly.
This is exactly why you have to take matters into your own hands. Don't just trust the departure board. The real pro move is to use a free app, something like FlightAware. You can literally track the physical location of the plane that's supposed to be taking you to your destination. You'll see exactly where it is, and you'll have a much, much more accurate idea of what the real delay is.
And what about the worst case scenario? Your luggage gets truly lost. What happens to it? Well, it doesn't just sit in a dusty warehouse forever. After a couple of weeks, if it's still unclaimed, the airlines actually sell it. Most of those bags end up at this one giant store in Alabama, where all your stuff gets sorted, cleaned up, and put on sale for someone else to buy. Your lost luggage could literally become someone else's treasure. So, when you put all of this together, what's the big secret? It's pretty simple, actually. Knowledge is power. The single biggest hack is just understanding how the whole system is designed to work. It's all about taking back control of your travel experience. So think of this as your new travel playbook. From now on, you plan your outfit for pure speed. You use that 24-hour rule to get the best deal. You outsmart the hidden fees before you even get to the curb. You see the terminal psychology for what it is, you verify the flight info yourself, and you never ever check anything you can't live without. See? You're not just a passenger anymore. You're an insider. Look, most people just walk through the airport on complete autopilot, playing a game they don't even know exists. But that's not you. Not anymore. Now you have the playbook. So the real question isn't just about knowing the secrets, it's about what you're going to do with them.